Hi there, in this tutorial I'm going to share with you the projection technique that I use in this video. And blessed are the broken and I beg you, no loneliness, no misery is worth. So that you can project and approach distortion in a safe and healthy way that won't strain or hurt your voice. The first thing is that you must warm up. Everyone knows that. Only about a third of the singers that I know actually do it. But I'm going to show you this and hopefully you will take it all on board. Make sure you warm up. If you haven't warmed up yet, then I recommend using this warm up that's going to pop up in somewhere in a card around about here. And then use the end card at the end of that video to come back to here and learn how to project your voice safely so that you can approach distortion in a safe way. Now, what most people get wrong is that when they're projecting, they try to use their throat muscles, squeezing their throat muscles, and it's understandable because your voice box, your vocal cords, your larynx, vocal cords are inside your larynx are called voice box sometimes, is located in your throat. So it makes sense that you would think that you need to squeeze your throat to try to project. However, the throat muscles outside of your larynx do not control your vocal folds, your vocal cords. They are completely separate. All that's going to happen if you squeeze your throat is that you're going to cause a sore throat, you're going to strain because you won't have the right placement for your vocal cords to do what they need. Placement means where the sound is made and you want the sound to resonate. So placement and resonance interrelated. You want the sound to resonate in the right place so that you can access the projection technique. Projection happens naturally when your voice resonates in the right place. Now, you can make your voice louder by adding more air, but I don't recommend that until you've got the right placement and you've nailed the technique. So, what do? We have to make sure that the sound is placed forward in our skull. We can give it some support from the diaphragm. I'm not talking about singing from your diaphragm. Don't worry about that. If you try to sing from your diaphragm, all that's going to happen without the right training, and I'm not going to go into it here, if you try to sing from your diaphragm without the right training, all that's going to happen is you're going to cause a whole load of tension and you're going to confuse yourself and you're going to make yourself frustrated and you'll become demotivated. So what I mean is you can use support from your diaphragm if you know how to do that. If you don't worry about it. Learn it another time, learn it separately, then bring the two together. But the main thing is that you want the placement to be forward. You want to feel some kind of vibration in the front of your face. That's all you need to worry about right now. Don't even worry about it. You'll understand when you feel it. So in order to create that strong, loud and stable and overall, most importantly, healthy projection, I'm going to give you this exercise. The sound is yeah, yeah. And we're going to really use the yeah to get that sound out, okay? So most people focus on the air bit and try to give the power to the air bit. The strength is in the vowel. The power is in the consonant, okay? Yeah. Here we go. Those of you with lower voices. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, obviously, I'm not very loud yet because in my range, this is way too low for me to be belting and projecting. But if you have a low voice, you should be getting to the area where you start projecting and sounding quite loud. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, none of that is squeezing my throat. If I were to squeeze my throat, yeah, Okay, you may or may not be able to hear a difference. I'll do them together. So squeezing my throat. Yeah. Not squeezing my throat. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you with, oh, that's actually horrible. So for those of us with slightly higher voices, we can start here. Yeah. 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 That's the note that I sing the clip from Northern Star. And I want you. And I've added a little bit of distortion in there as well. So from there. Yeah. 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 So you notice I'm not tipping my head back. So I'm not reaching for the note. My head is straight. So I'm thinking forward rather than up, okay? And I'm not squeezing my throat from here. Yeah! Yeah! My mouth is wide open to let the sound out. Yeah! 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 Okay, so up there, a little bit wobbly. So I'm just going to think a little bit more forward. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, so if you practice thinking forward rather than thinking up and not thinking back, and you don't squeeze your throat, you are much more likely to create the healthy projection technique. So when you want to then add distortion, you can add it in a safe way. Yeah! 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 I'm not squeezing my throat. I'm not straining my voice. You can hear that I can speak very clearly after doing that. And if you do this in a safe way, you will be able to too. And I want you. And blessed are the broken, and I beg you. No loneliness, no misery is worth you. I tear his heart out, cold as ice, it's mine. So make sure that you warm up first, then come back to this video and use this exercise. I'll see you very soon. Stay hydrated. Ciao.